I'm just over here wanting to give to give Seattle's offense credit as much as their defense. And Pete Prisco wrote, moral of the story. The moral of the story for the Super Bowl. Get 4 guys and occasional blitzes mixed in who can rush the passer, and you will win, period. That defense got after it all year up front. Draft big people and edge rushers. This is not new. Every year this happens. Every single year. Every year. It's like, yeah, I'll tell you, just get good pass rush and you'll be good to go.
Uh-huh.
And yet, every year, what? Teams aren't doing that? New England played 4 games. In all 4 games, the front 4 and the occasional blitzes got after Drake May and made his life miserable. They finally ran into an offense that could score.
Right.
That's actually what was different about this Patriots game. The Texans had a million chances. They couldn't score. The Texans had an incredible defense. The Broncos had a backup quarterback in.
Also, is this even the game to point to specifically 4-man pass rush? I do. They had good rushes. They got sacks from their linemen. But Ben Solak pointed out that Devin Witherspoon, their corner, 22% of his season blitzes were yesterday. He had 4 unblocked pressures. That's just Witherspoon. They were blitzing other guys too. Like, again, I do think they got a pressure when they were rushing 4. But Mike McDonald all day yesterday there was another clip I saw where one of the linebackers came free on a blitz when they were playing tempo, New England, which usually you're playing base when that happens. So between that, Witherspoon, his stats, like, it felt like they were throwing blitzes at May that were confusing him also. So I don't know if yesterday is the day for the 4-man pass rush.
Right. And again, like,
conversation.
This conversation about just get 4 players that can rush the passer. Go look at the NFC Championship game. Take a look. What did that game look like? I'm not telling anybody you don't need a pass rush. You, of course, should want one. Mm-hmm. But every year we get to the final game, and when one of the team's quarterbacks struggles, you're like, well, there it is. That's what you got to do. Every team wants to do that. Who had the best pass rush in football this year? Was it Houston? They lost. Why? They lost to New England. Tell me it's about how you rush the passer, you're good to go. In fact, Houston was really well known for disguising nothing. They did nothing exotic. They just rushed the passer with their 4. And they lost to New England. Why? Because they couldn't score. So it's
the top 5 teams pass rush by PFF this year.
Yeah.
Number 1 was Houston.
Great.
Number 2 was Cleveland.
How'd that go? Just, hey, if you get this, you'll
5 and
win.
12.
5 and 12.
Number 3 was Pittsburgh.
How'd it go?
Number 4 was the Rams. They were good at everything.
Good team with a great offense.
Number 5 was the Lions, who missed the playoffs.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not to say it doesn't matter. It's just the Super Bowl, especially the last 2. We did this last year as well. Last year, the Eagles just rushed the heck out of Mahomes because the left side of the Chiefs line was dead.
Yeah.
Turns out one of the lessons is, here's a lesson for you going on the Super Bowl going forward. If you play a team that is fielding 1/2 of an offensive line, it's going to look like the other team is the 85 Bears.
Yeah, really, that's more of a lesson I took from these playoffs than, like, the pass rush one I think we knew. And maybe you knew this too. Just more examples of, man, you got to have a line. You have to have at least an average one. You got to have something.
You have to have an average line, or
probably better than that,
or a quarterback that can get away.
Yeah,
which May is usually good at, but he was just not good in this game.
And like we've seen 2 Super Bowls where the Chiefs got derailed because they couldn't protect Mahomes, and Mahomes historically has been good at getting away from it. And you saw the Chargers this year they could hardly play the game, right? Herbert running for his life, and New England yesterday, and the Bills have one, which is not really something to solve this offseason. Like, you've got your tackles, you've got Torrance, and you've got to add probably a couple of interior guys to replace McGovern and Edwards if they walk. So, like, that's not really a copycat thing for me with the Bills. They kind of already have that feature to their team and their offense. Unless your argument after yesterday should be, look how important it is to have a good line. Look how bad it can look when you don't have one. You should pay Connor McGovern. I guess you could take that lesson out of
You
yesterday,
could.
but
You could.
I wouldn't go that far because I've got 3 other linemen that I think are staples.
One thing I also saw, who would this have been? This would have been maybe Ollie Connolly pointing out. He said, if you have one major hole in your offensive line, you can usually cover that up. You can figure that out. Yeah, he did write this. Tails is time. An offense can work around having one sinkhole along the offensive line. Working around 2 is tough, and working around 2 who stand next to each other is almost impossible. Ask last year's Chiefs about that. That's the Patriots.
Right.
The left side of their line, non-existent.
Right.
I'm not saying Seattle wasn't great. Seattle team pass rush win rate. What were they this year? They were like 7th, I think. They're very good. They have a great defensive line. They have a great defense. It is just always funny to me. Where else do we do this? Like, team wins the Stanley Cup. I'll tell you what you got to get. You got to go to get a goalie to make some saves. So you teams out there, make sure you go get a goalie. A team wins the World Series. As always, all you got to do is get some good pitchers. Right, we're all trying to do that. Mm-hmm. Everybody would love to have a great pass rush. It's not easy to just get. Yeah. In part because of scheme, in part because of these freak show quarterbacks that can get away like Josh Allen. Like, yeah, thanks. Would love a pass rush.
Yeah.
Anyway.
They do need to add
I don't really know what that's
4 defensive linemen this offseason.
The Bills?
And they will, right? Like, I don't think it's even that. Maybe it's debatable what they should invest in it. How much they should invest in it. Because they already have a lot, and they sit here without really a great one, and maybe now one that doesn't even fit what the new coordinator does.
Yeah.
So what kinds of changes are we going to see? What kind of are they going to spend a first-round pick to get Max Crosby? Are they going to spend a giant contract to get Trey Hendrickson, or will they just draft a couple guys and add like a middle-of-the-range free agent? Like that I guess would be the debate, is how much they're going to do it, but how much should they put into that line this offseason?
Adam writes in, we can't act like Bean didn't watch the game and decide to cash in 5 more picks, sign Bosa, Mack, or Clowney, trying to emulate it. What's different? That's what they already do.
Right.
They signed Bosa. They drafted their 2nd, 3rd, and 4th round picks with defensive linemen. They signed Ogunjobi. They signed Michael Hoyt. 7. They made 7. That's 6. I can't count. I'm 6. Holding up 6 fingers saying the word 7. Yikes. That was 6 moves. Now, they're not all Max Crosby level, but again, the only thing I'm really pushing back on is every year, the morning after the Super Bowl, it's like, well, there it is. They get a defensive line. Oh, okay. What'll we say next year? The same thing?
Well, until they actually get a good one. They got to hit on it.
But the point is, everybody wants one.
I know, right?
Pete Prisco's not talking about the Bills. He's just like, oh, that's what you should do. And New England's like, yeah, we know. We didn't have a pass rush. New England made it this far without one.
Right.
They got a little lucky. A lot lucky. Anyway, 8030550. It's a great concept. You win.
Pressure with 4.
You watch the Warriors. Like, all you really need to do is get 3 guys that can rain fire from 3, and you will win. Like, yeah. And what has happened? The entire NBA has tried to do that. How they doing? Like, not everybody's too good at that. Mm-hmm. So, all right, rant over. All you must do, Joe, to be the fastest skier is go down the mountain the fastest. There it is. Just do that. Do what that guy did.
Some of these figure skaters should probably learn how to do a backflip.
Like the quad god?
Yeah, because you're going to be losing a lot if you don't know how to do that one.
He gets a lot of points. It is a new feature I was not prepared for, to watch figure skating and watch a live score in the corner go up, 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 up based on the technical.
Yeah,
it is weird. Like, all right, here.
But that's not official, is it?
I think that is official.
Or is that more like the card you see, or like the scorecard you see from one of the analysts during a boxing match? It's not official. This is what the Letterman, whatever his name is. Is it unofficial or is it official?
Good question.
I don't know.